Hi, it's Lori from Coast to Coast Craft Girls coming to you from the West Coast. Today I wanted to share a card that I made. This is sort of a Valentine's card. It's a little bit of bulk to it, but it's when it's folded flat, it's 6 by 6, and then it opens up and it'll stand up. It's hard to do. It'll stand up like that. I was trying to get it so you could see it, but you can stand it up like that, and you can put that one in front, or you can put these in front, however you want to do it. But it basically stands up like that. And then it just kind of folds down on top of each other, just like that. This card I made using the Crafter's Companion Heritage die set. I did not use the outer die. I used these two, and that's those. And I cut those out of the red mirror card, and then I glued these, the two die cuts flat, and then I raised that heart up on a foam pad. And then the paper is from Papers by Michelle, her Almost Alice collection, which I adore. It's amazing. And then this center sentiment is actually from an Alice in Wonderland collection that I have from somewhere else, but it just kind of stands like, it's hard to show you, kind of stands like that. So it's really pretty and kind of a showstopper when it's on a shelf. So anyway, it's pretty straightforward to make. So let me show you how it's made. Now this one I'm going to use a little bit different set of papers or designs or decorations, but I'll show you how the card is made. So this is a 6 by 12. You need 2 pieces of white cardstock for the base card. This one is 6 by 12, and you score at 3, 6, and 9. And then this one is 6 by 7. And I did it this way, and then I scored at 3 and 6. And this is just going to be your little glue tab, okay, to attach it, because you need a longer piece of card. It's like a fold back gatefold, but with a pop out in the middle. So you're going to fold it essentially like that, and then we're going to glue this card onto there so that you get this nice accordion fold, okay? So let's go ahead and glue that on. Now, if you don't have 12-inch paper, you could do this in 3 pieces with smaller paper. So if you wanted to do, let me get this glued, and then I will show you how you could do that. So just glue that on. You want to make sure that it's straight. Okay. So if you didn't have 12-inch paper, you could do 1 piece that's 6 by 6 and then 2 pieces that are 6 by 7, and you could glue that one on too. And that would allow you to do it without having 12-inch paper. But this is the easiest way to do it. Now, to get the center pop out, you need a little strip of card. And this piece is just about 3/4 of an inch wide by 4 inches long. It's actually 4 1/4, but it's fine. So you score at 1, 1 1/2, 2 1/2, and 3. And the way you're going to do this is you're going to create a little piece, something that looks like that. And you need to make sure that it comes together in the back. You can make it just about any size you want, but it has to come together in the back, because you're going to glue this right over the fold. You're going to glue this part where it comes together on that fold, just like that, okay? So we're going to go ahead and, before I glue that though, we're going to make our little diamond shapes on the end. Now to make your diamond shape on the end, you're going to take each of the pieces at the end, these 3 by 6 inch strips. You're going to measure down that 6-inch piece, and you're just going to put a little mark at 3 right in the center, okay, on both sides. And you can do that on the scoreboard or with a pencil. But I'm just going to put a little pencil mark there. Then I'm going to take my cutter and use my guillotine, and you're going to cut from this fold to that pencil mark both directions. So get on there. So I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but just from the fold to the pencil mark. Both ways. Okay, so you're just going to cut those little corners off on both sides. And that gives you essentially your card shape. So there's your diamonds, there's your center. So it's gonna, do that. Okay. Now the diamonds that you put on top are 4 1/4 inch squares. So 4 1/4 all the way around. And you can make them smaller, but if you want them to fit on there exactly and completely cover up that end, you want it to be 4 1/4. See, that fits perfect. Now I'm going to do the center one first and the way that I did it is take your little tabletop or whatever you want to call that, put glue on these 2 pieces. Okay, then put that together, and you're going to put it kind of in the middle, right on top of that fold. And it doesn't have to be perfect in the center, but you want to get it as close as possible. But you have to get it right onto that fold. Okay, so it looks like that. Okay, now you can glue your piece right on top of it. And if you glue your little pop-out tabletop thing down first, then when you glue this on, you can just kind of put glue on here and then line it up, corner to corner and this way, and push down, and then it's just the easiest way to do it. But before I do that, I'm going to do my mats and layers. Now to mat and layer, you want to mat these 4 pieces and these 2 pieces, because all 6 of those are going to show. And so I've got some mats and layers here, just in some purple cardstock with some a floral print on the top. And I'm going to mat and layer, and I'll be right back with you as soon as I get this all done. Okay, so I've got that all mat and layered, and I should say these are 3 by 6 panels. So I cut my purple layer just about 1/8 of an inch shy of 3 by 6, and then I went down 1/4 inch for my print layer. And this printed paper is just from my stash. I've had it forever. Can't remember where I got it from, but we're going to go ahead and put our centerpiece on, and I'll show you again. Just put glue on this little tab. Okay. And then you're just going to line up your 4 1/4 inch square right so it's diamond on that top to bottom and on the seam, on the crease. And see how that pops out just automatically? So it creates a little pop out and doesn't stick out far, and it goes flat inside. But then when you open it, it pops out. Okay. Now I put my sentiment on the inside, and I just stamped birthday sentiment on there that I'm going to put on, and I just noticed my purples are a different color. Oh well, that's the way it goes. but I didn't need another Valentine's card. I needed a birthday card. So this one's going to be birthday. But you can put a sentiment on here. You can put a decoration. You just don't want too much bulk because it is going to close over the top. Now for my decorations on the outside, I told you I used the Crafter's Companion Heritage dies to create that look on the outside because I thought that went really well with the Alice in Wonderland theme. But for this one, because it's lavender floral, I used the, I created these, and I used the Spellbinders May Glimmer of the Month. It's Tropical Bloom, and then it came with an extra stencil that so you can color it in. And then so I inked with the stencil, and then I inked around the edges with some purple ink. And I'm just going to put that on each of these corners. And when you glue these on, you just put glue here and then line those up. And then really that's it. It goes together pretty quickly. The thing that takes the longest is trying to decide how you're going to decorate it, or at least for me. I should have used maybe a little bit pinkier of a purple there. And if you wanted to matte and layer the underside, you know, of this, you could, but it doesn't really show once you get it all together. Okay, and that's really all there is to it. And it just folds one on top of the other, either way, that way or that way. But when it stands up, it just looks so pretty. Ugh. It's hard to do when you're trying to do it for the camera. So it just looks like that when it's standing up. And with that stamp, I would probably do it this way. But not beautiful. It's a really fun card shape. And it just looks like that. So thanks for watching.